Hi there. So today I am going to be redoing my how to use OBS as a live streaming platform for doing like Facebook karaoke or Twitch karaoke or whatever streaming platform you use to do your karaoke stuff. I'm going to show you what I do. And I've gotten a whole new setup here. My mic is totally different and everything like that. So I hope everything sounds good. I'll probably be making this video like 5 times before it's done, but let's go ahead and I want to show you this is what my scene looks like right here. So I've got my logo, my scrolling text, and my browser, which is a big old karaoke screen when I do the live stream stuff. And I'm going to go into all of that in just a second. For now, we're going to go ahead and do a display capture, which is the best. Don't you love the infinite zoom here? So what I have going on is I have my audios set up to where they're side scrolling. You can do vertical layout or horizontal layout. I choose vertical just because it's really easy to manage right there. If I turn on my background scene, my YouTube will pop up, which is another one that you're going to need to have. So first things first, what I do, my background scene. Like you see all of this here. It's got, oh, you son of a darn gun. Hold on one second. I have to add a display capture to this source as well. Yay, there we go. Now, what you can see here is my logo, my image, which if I put this up, is right here. This is the image logo. My text, GDI plus, is this text here. YouTube is the big background scene there. And the reason I have this all in the background is just so that I can overlay my webcam like that. So start off with your logo, okay? If you want to go in, you can choose to add a image or an image slideshow, whichever one you want to do. I just chose an image. I made this little logo for myself, and you just input that. It'll show up in a box, and you can readjust it however you want. Super easy. Checks. Dude, I did this in the last video. Text GDI. You go into here, and you'll press filters. After you set up your text in here, right here, it'll automatically have you type something in. So I typed in my PayPal and my Venmo. And you can go to filters after that, which is what I'm in right now, and do a scroll. So I like it going horizontal. You don't want it to be super fast, you know. So right around like that is fine. And I don't want it to go vertical. I want it to go horizontal. You can have it do whatever you want. Mess around with it. It's super fun. The color correction, I wanted it to be red. Color key, doesn't matter a whole lot, but color correction is what you're going to want to do. And don't forget to select color so that it's not just white, because this just messing with these won't do anything. You'll actually select the color. So that's that. And now YouTube, this is a browser source, okay? So when I set this up, let me go ahead and I'm going to remove this for your sake. Oh, it's killing me. All right. So what I want to do here is add a browser. And I'm going to rename the browser YouTube. Okay. Now, you'll have to have the URL saved. Oh, son of a gun. Now I have to go and get the URL. Poor planning. And I just want it to show up at youtube.com. You can use whatever you want. And I'm sure that it will work out just fine for you. Delete the OBS browser that is already there and go ahead and put in YouTube. A very important thing to mark is control audio via OBS, because you're going to be using this audio while you stream and you want to be able to control how loud it is. So okay, And then there you go. There's your YouTube there. Right? Now, it's where, not necessarily where we want it, right? I like it to be over here. And you want to, the order, you want to move it down. Move that bad boy all the way down. There you go. So now it's on the very bottom of the screen. And what you will be seeing, oh gosh. There you go. When I click on a video is, you know, obviously different. I really wish that didn't go off. So this is the way that my board looks. It's very simple. It's just my logo, my text, and my browser. And then my main scene has the background scene in it. Okay. Whew, boy, that is going to drive me absolutely crazy. Do I have 2 webcams on right now? I do. Oh, jeez. There we go. That's a little better. So, this is what my main scene looks like. Okay, you got my face, my stuff, my screen. It's all simple. You can add as much as you want if you want to play around with it. So, here's the main issue that I had in the last video that I went over. Audio latency is a big thing when you're streaming because the music's coming straight from the internet through your speakers, while whatever you're using to record your audio, your microphone, whatever kind it may be, is going through your input and then into the computer. So there's always a lag. Your voice is always going to sound like it's you know, behind the music. Even whenever you're singing, it's on time. That's because it has to travel through the chords and everything and get into your computer and be processed. So you need to adjust latency, which is slowing down the actual audio from the internet when you're recording or streaming, so that by the time you're singing with it and it catches up because you lagged the music behind to match your voice lag, it'll be in time. And that takes just a bunch of trial and error. So I'm going to show you now how to do that. Over by any of these audios, it doesn't matter which one you click, there's a little cog down here, and you click on that and you go to Advanced Audio Properties. All right, and you get set up with this. So there is Desktop Audio 1, Desktop Audio 2, and YouTube. Now, both of these audios queue up for music whenever I play music on here, so I've kept them both. And I got the volumes pretty much the same. I mean, they're pretty hard to, you know, mix down and out, whatever. But they're all on monitor and output, just like YouTube should be. And I'm going to set YouTube back 175 milliseconds as well. I mean, it's easier if you use the scroll button. It'll go a lot faster. And this might be different on your computer. See, my computer is not high grade. Yours may be. You know, mine is a Dell HP Windows 10, and yours may be Mac. You know, so it might just be different. It's going to take a lot of trial and error. This whole process has taken me a long time. So I've got them all three set to 175, works for me, and then I've got my actual mic offset to 140. Okay, and you might need to mess around with this whole area and do it a bunch of times until you finally figure out what works and what doesn't work for you. And it will take time. And I mean, I can't just tell you my numbers and they'll work for you, because they might not. You just have to play with it. But this is how you get to playing with it and messing around with it. So let's see, the YouTube volume. Let's go ahead and turn that sucker down. It's a little intense. All right, so I cut out there for a second. What I am going to show you is that this YouTube thing behind me here, you have to interact with right-clicking and press interact to bring up this bubble, which you will not be able to see on your regular screen. You see, if I turn off the display capture, all you see is that. Now it's back. And I would obviously be on my main scene, so you'd be able to see my face up there, but we're not doing all that. So you can only see this right now because I have the display capture on. So you can use this anywhere on your screen. You could block out the whole thing if you wanted to, and no one will be able to see it. They only see your actual OBS system. So, just so you know, you can't scroll in this either. Oh, yes, you can. All right. Well, it wasn't scrolling for me earlier. Having issues today. Let's see if I can sound. Ooh, it's not liking it today. You can adjust your volume still. Hopefully that all worked across all right. I'm going to close this interact button. If that worked and I don't have to redo this, then that's great. I mean, it's a fickle system. Sometimes your audio just cuts out. Especially I find when I'm recording, it'll do some wacky stuff. But when I'm streaming, everything seems to be fine. But just using the recording, sometimes some wonky stuff goes on. So yeah, that's basically it. You want to make sure. Oh, and I mean, streaming is its own monster as well. If you guys want to know how to actually stream, oh crap, through Facebook and set up a stream key and stuff like that, let me know, and I'll make a whole nother video on that. Right now, I just want to show you guys more about your audio latency adjustments and getting everything set up the way you might want it. Kind of just how to learn, you know, because when I first started, I was going from YouTube video to YouTube video, and I didn't find exactly what I wanted, but this guy named Brad Jennings did have something similar, and he helped me to get a whole lot better at OBS. So anyway, I hope this all worked, and I hope everything is going good for you guys. Man, if I can make it weird, I sure do. Thanks. Let me know if you want me to make that second video. I'm always here. All right. Bye, guys.